What's up guys, and I'm back once again doing another video about Clash Royale. So today I'm going to be showing you some decks that I recommend are quite good. Some of them contain legendaries, some of them don't, but it's just one of those things. If you have a legendary, you're in luck. If you don't, we'll have to see. Most of them might be quite common, like the Giant Poison and Lava, but it's for those of you who don't know it, it'd be quite handy. So let's get started. And yeah, this is the first one I'll show you on deck slot 5. Well, we've got a 3.3 elixir here, and what this meant to be is a hog miner, which I'll show you later on in the video. Yeah, but this is like the hog miner. But if you don't have miner, this is a really good one, because I use a hog rider minion hood push, not the best push, but yeah, it's a good deck. If you don't like using goblin barrel, swap it for either archers or if you have a legendary ice wizard. So yeah, that's my main one. Deck slot number 1. Now this deck is what I made, and I'm not saying it's the best deck, but I like to experiment in the Clash Royale. And with this deck, I call this my experiment deck, because I experiment a lot with this deck. So yeah, this deck's good in experimenting, like really good. Hog Rider, Giant Skeleton, Minion Horde, all value. Sap's important, and the Valk, yeah, very, very important. Deck slot 2, this is a good deck as well. I think that, yeah, this could be my top 3 decks. I think but the battles I've played with this deck, it's taken me most of them, nearly all of them, all to overtime. That's how close it is. But the Expo is the main part of it, with the Elite Barbs and the Fire Spirit. Now, your main push here is fire down the Expo, then get the Elite Barbs, followed by the Fire Spirits, and bang. Because this deck is not always the best, I recommend it. It is still really good, but most of your battles, if you do use this and you use it properly, will take you to overtime, and then you should hopefully get a win in overtime and win it. So yeah, that's a really good deck, especially the Expo, Elite Barbs, and Fire Spirits. Now deck 3, I'm going to show you. You might have heard of it, a Giant Poison. It's another good one. Ice Wizard in it, so yeah, contains the legendary, but that's just one of those things. If you don't, you can change this with archers if you don't like the Ice Wizard, so you can do that again with my deck slot 5. Then you have Giant, Elixir Collector, Poison, Mini Pecker, Cannon, Musketeer, and Zap. This is a deck I haven't used a lot, but I have used it quite on a few occasions. But the Giant Poison worked really well together. Musketeer's cannon for defence, and Mini Pecker does it. Ice is good for like defending the balloon, and then you put my Musketeer and cannon. It's sorted. Okay, on my last deck slot now, deck slot 4. This is a deck what I made. It doesn't include Bandit and Ice Wizard, but you can adapt to this if you want. This is 3.3 elixir, so it is quite good. See, I have level 2 Bandit, yeah. So Bandit and Ice Wizard. I think the pushes in this are Bandit, Hog Rider, and Battle Ram. They are really good. This deck is. Those are your 4 main cards. Then you got Archers. Then you got Skeleton Army, Arrows, and Goblin Barrel. And the thing is, if I look at my percentage on this, I'm getting around 74% wins on this, because this deck is really, really good, and I have to recommend this to you. Like, if you have a legendary of like any of these Bandit or Ice Wizards, I do recommend this to you. So this has to be one of my, could be my favourite, but one of mine. So they're my top 5. That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. The next 2 I'm going to show you. The first one is similar to the 5th one, which was a Hog Rider one. I'm going to find it, what my friend uses on his second account. Yeah, now the Hog Miner deck is really good. What I showed you on deck 5, a bit like that, but I swapped out a minor. So this deck is really good if you've got a legendary, especially the minor. Now what the trick is, to get the minor, you place out the tower, put a hog on, and so on and so on. You've got 5 spirits, minion horde, or spirit goblins, and it's really good. Probably one of the best working decks, but it's not my favourite. I'll show you my favourite in a minute. It's really good. Does damage. Some people like it, don't like it. For me, I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites, but it's useful. If I had mine, I would put it in one of my deck slots, but it wouldn't be totally my favourite. So, yeah. So then, also, but about the giant poison one, some people overestimate this. It is really powerful. So if you want something powerful, because this can get overrated, it's just really OP. It is so OP, but don't get... I'm going to give you this advice now. Don't get carried away with using this deck, okay? Don't get carried away. Okay, the last deck I'm going to show you now is on my... It's a deck what I use on my second account, because I don't have it on my card for the last card I need on my first account. And this is my favourite deck. Yes, it is the Lava Loon. And with the Lava Loon, you can get all sorts of different types of Lava Loon. Some you can have wizarding, some you can have like minion horde, or I use minions, but elixir collector. The Lava Loon I use is this: arrows, lava hounds, minions, mega minion, tombstone, skeleton army, lightning, and balloon. Now this is probably my favourite deck out of the whole of Clash Royale. Out of all the decks you can make, probably my favourite. I use it on my second account. I should be higher than Arena 7. Should be getting about Arena 8 now, but yeah, Arena 7, it is an amazing deck. It's unbelievable, really. It's my favourite one too, because the thing is, this is powerful. It's like with Giant Poison, but they just can't defend it, because once you put the lava, the main thing is, to use this deck, you have to play it right. If you don't play the Lava Loon right, you won't win, and you will lose horribly. So the way to play it is, you put the Lava Hound at the back. So that's your 7 elixir gone, 3 elixir. Once you get midway through, just going across a bridge or whatever arena you're in, the build crosses, you put the balloon down. Then they'll probably think, oh, we need to defend this. They'll probably put wizard, witch, or minion horde. Arrow it and lightning it. Then you have to build up that with mega minions and tombstone, which will come out, and then maybe skeleton army if you want to, and then it's just too strong and they won't be able to defend it. So that is why it is my favourite deck. It may be 4.1 elixir, you can adapt to it, but it doesn't really matter about the cost of it, because it is amazing. It's a great deck. That's all I've got time for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. The decks I showed you today, and I hope you use it. And if you use it, do a comment below saying, "Oh, I used your deck. It was very nice, and I got a couple of wins out of it." So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, use them, share them to people, because I want other people to use these. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.